usually say we in everything for a couple of reasons. One is just to remind myself that you really don't accomplish anything in life by yourself. Somebody help you. So I usually use the word we. And so let me talk a little bit about, just give you a brief history, you know, what brought me up to this point, and then talk about the project itself. I spent I've spent most of my life, it seems like, in school, but certainly in church and studying the Bible. And my major, my emphasis in seminary, in college and seminary, have really been in Bible study. One of the things that I wanted to do is to learn how to study the Bible, how to teach the Bible. And so I took all the classes that were on that track on how to study the Bible and how to really grasp that. So I'm not going to bore you with my classes about Hebrew and about Greek and a little bit about Aramaic. I was trying to learn as much of the Semitic languages that are helpful in Bible study and so on. So I've been teaching the Bible for a while and trying to help persons in growing in their knowledge and understanding of the Bible also. And the older I get, I need a little script to help me to remember. Otherwise, you'll be here until midnight, and I don't think you want that. So just with my training and my background in Bible, when I moved here to our church, there was a problem. And this effort in doing this project was really an effort to solve that problem. And here's what the problem was. One thing that I realized was that the Christians, the persons in the church, weren't very well acquainted with the content of the Bible. They knew the story, the headline story, David killed Goliath. Where do you find that in the Bible? That's a different story. And so one of the problems that we really wanted to solve was to help our people to do something that's really simple, and it's not it's like a no-brainer, and that is to read the Bible. That was one of the purpose of this project, is to really find ways to help person and to challenge person to read the Bible. And you and I know the more you enjoy doing something, the more we're likely to do it. And so if we can help persons to really enjoy reading the Bible, then we would encourage them to read the Bible more. So that's one of the problems we want to get solved, is how to encourage people to read the Bible. And so we started looking for resources, and so we run into the second problem, and that is a lot of the resources that we have are not systematic reading of the Bible. In other words, there are a lot of study guides that you read one chapter in Matthew, if you read the whole chapter, maybe a sprinkle of a few verses, and then the next week you're in Revelation, the next week you're in Genesis, and so you're kind of hopping. And most of us don't read like that. If you're reading a novel, you don't read a novel one chapter and you find a different one, read a different chapter. We don't read like that. We usually read from cover to cover all sections. So that was one of the problems. Many, not all, but many of the commentaries, the study guides, really don't take you through the entire book or the entire chapter. So we wanted to have a resource like that. And then the third problem you run into is that you do find some that actually have the entire section, but they're filled with so many commentaries with everybody's opinion that you end up not having Bible content, but this religious knowledge. And that there's a time and place for that, but we wanted our people to read the Bible, understand the Bible, know what it says, before we start interacting with everybody's opinion about the Bible. So those were the problems that we're trying to solve. And so we came up with this study guide that addressed those. Okay, it's one resource that you can use that's going to help you to understand the Bible a lot better as you read, to understand the story, the narrative, and also to understand what the Bible says, and not what everybody says the Bible says, which is helpful, but when you have what the Bible says, it helps you to evaluate what people say, what people think the Bible says. So that's sort of the problem that we're trying to solve. And so what we do is we design a curriculum that's going to accomplish that goal. And so let me describe what the curriculum is like so you understand how we approach that. And you'll have in your packet, you're going to have some information about this as we go along. Let me draw your attention to one, and that's I think it's at the back of your front cover. It looks like this. And if you look at this, there are 6 in that bottom left column. There are 6 items. Let me interact with those for a second. The first 3 is to help us understand how to study the Bible, and the second 3 answers the question, where do we study the Bible? What setting is a good setting to study the Bible? So in the first 3, what we're doing is we're equipping persons to become very good in studying the Bible by using these 3 steps: observation, interpretation, and application. Now, as we go along, we're going to post some things on our website. A lot of free stuff is going to be on there. But if you are interested in our resources, we're going to teach you and train you how to be very, very good at doing observation, interpretation, and application. And you're going to be amazed at what you're able to do with these 3 steps.